My sister, when was it April this year? There was news on the radio, xenophobic attacks. A 14-year-old boy, 2 years older than my child, was killed just like that, killed by a grown man. So I can give you an example. If in my shop, 14, maybe a group of 4 of them walk into my shop, my sister, and steal, must I really take out a gun and shoot a 14-year-old? You mean I can't look at those children and see that they are children, you know? Or maybe the man is from Pakistan. He can't look at an African and see that this is an African boy. He can only look at the Pakistani and see if it's a boy. So he shot this child, killed him, cold murder, blood. He killed him. No matter how you want to say, the grown man killed this child for stealing chocolates. And when you look at boys, or when you look at children that age, my sister, what are they going to the shop to steal? They're not going to be stealing bread. They're stealing little luxuries that their parents can't buy. And when you look at a child in trouble, know that there's no father. Know that there's no father. So this is a child from a single parent that survived everything, survived baby rape, survived mutti murder, to be killed by a Pakistani, or to be killed in cold blood like that. And nobody says anything except that we are xenophobic. Yo, I feel sorry for that child's mother. You know, my sister, I can't tell you what hurts me. I'm bitter now about that incident. It could have been me. It could have been my child. And nobody would have said anything. Up to now in South Africa, we don't know what that child's name is. I know Travion Martin's name. I know a child that gets killed in America. I don't know a child's name that gets killed in South Africa, in Dobsonville, in the same place that I stay. And all the media can speak about is how xenophobic we are. What about the child's mother? What about her? I don't understand that. And I don't understand how the rest of the world can agree that we are xenophobic. Can't they look? Can't they hear the news? Can't they understand that a child was killed? A child that could have been my child. No. People want to call us xenophobic, and we must apologize. I'll tell you right now, in South Africa, the most dangerous thing to be is South African. In South Africa, my sister, our lives have no value. In apartheid, it had no value. Right now, a South African life has no value. I'll give you an example, right? If you look, the way they call us xenophobic, right? There's Srini Diwali. Where is he? He killed his wife in South Africa. There's Oscar Pistorius, right? He killed his girlfriend because he's South African. And I'll tell you the biggest mistake Oscar did was kill a white woman. If he killed a black boy, I'd be walking the street. And I'll tell you what blows my mind about South African media. This Pakistani man that killed this poor child in cold blood. He killed him, right? He had an unlicensed firearm. He was illegal in the country, and you hear nothing about it. You hear nothing. Instead, everywhere, say no to xenophobia, support what, you know? It's on all the time. It's shoved down our throats. And I'll tell you what makes me mad about the media and about South Africa currently. They act like we are stupid. They really act like we are stupid. They act like we are buying into the shit that they are telling us about ourselves. You know, if CNN or something was reporting about us, I'd look and I'd say, okay, maybe they from somewhere else, they don't quite understand the dynamics. I'll give you another example, right? Now recently, 4 people were tortured and killed by South African police. One Mozambican taxi driver, that's how they chose to call him. Mozambican taxi driver was killed in the East Rand, Katlehong or somewhere. He was shown dragged by the police, right? And it said that he later died in jail, right? It was all over the news, everywhere, right? We heard about it. We heard about his father in Mozambique. All the way in some little faraway place, we heard his father tell the South African government how we need to pay for his child's life that was lost. We don't know when last he saw his son. We don't know. We don't know that whether that man, while he was driving a taxi, did he know he's a Mozambican taxi driver? I'm sure while he was driving, he was masquerading as a Zulu taxi driver. On his death, he gets known as a Mozambican taxi driver. We hear about him everywhere. His father sneezes in Mozambique, we hear it. Did you ever hear this woman her son was killed by the Pakistani? Did you ever see her face? Did you hear about the looters? Did people like these 4 people that were killed, tortured by the South African police, did we ever hear about them? There was one man in Northwest on TV. They showed how the police killed him. They shot and killed him on TV. My sister, during a service delivery protest, those police are all scot-free, out. Kill a foreigner in South Africa. Yo. Yes, see. And South Africans, we must swallow this. We dumb. We stupid. We can't see what's happening. So we just expected to stomach it and get called these big ugly names anytime we want to react. Yo, serious. I look at the rest of the world that is saying nothing, that is also condemning us, and I look at them serious. I look at the world in a different way now, since we are called xenophobic. Yo, my sister, no, you can't want to come and take over my house, kill my child, and I must say nothing. Yo. Serious. So sometimes I look and I think, yo, xenophobia. They haven't seen it yet. They haven't. If this is how South Africans are treated, my sister, no. And people keep quiet. You find the foreigners in South Africa from everywhere, right? And I'm not anti-foreigner. It's sometimes just, it takes 2 to fight. You can't be xenophobic. If we in South Africa were xenophobic, you wouldn't be you wouldn't. If we were killing people from the beginning of democracy, 21 years ago, you would never have entered here. You'd have been too scared. So here you come. We treat you nicely. You're in our country. And now suddenly we are xenophobic. Then you must ask yourself, what happened? What happened? You see? So, And we've become too scared to say anything anti-foreigner. Whoa. Other South Africans look at you like you're backward. Xenophobic. I don't care. Call me whatever you want. I've survived all those names. I really have. I've survived being called colored. I've survived being called kafir. I've survived being called, hey, what are you? Black with a white name, you know? So call me xenophobic. I don't give a shit as long as my child stays alive with me being xenophobic. But really, South Africa is a ticking bomb. It really is a ticking bomb. I'll tell you what we also as South Africans are good at. It's repression. We push things in. And because, fantastic. Yeah. a psychological term called codependent.